Never again. That was the promise made after World War II. But for decades, impunity reigned. It wasn't until 1998, with the adoption of the Rome Statute, that the world finally established a permanent international criminal court. Based in The Hague, the ICC was designed to be the court of last resort, prosecuting the most serious crimes of concern to the international humanity: genocides, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and the crime of aggression. But more than 20 years later, we must ask, has the ICC lived up to its promise? Or is it a court without teeth?
To understand the ICC's successes, we look to its first verdict. In 2012, the court convicted Thomas Lobangadilo, a Congolese warlord, for the war crime of conscripting and enlisting children under the age of 15. This was a historic moment. It established legal precedent that using child soldiers is a grave international crime, bringing visibility to thousands of silent victims. Another major success came in 2016 with the conviction of Ahmad Al-Faqi Al-Mahdi. He was prosecuted for the destruction of cultural heritage sites in Timbuktu, Mali. This case was groundbreaking because it recognized that destroying a people's culture and history is in itself a war crime. These convictions prove that when the court has the suspect in custody, it can deliver complex, high-level justice.
However, the ICC's limitations are glaring. The court has no police force. It relies entirely on member states to execute arrest warrants. The most infamous failure is the case of Omar al-Bashir, the former president of Sudan. Despite being charged with genocide and war crimes in Darfur, al-Bashir traveled freely to several ICC member states, including South Africa and Jordan, without being arrested. His ability to defy the court exposed a critical weakness. The ICC's authority is only as strong as the political will of its members.
The ICC's reach is limited by geography, jurisdiction, and politics, as major powers such as the United States, Russia, and China are not parties to the Rome Statute. This creates a justice gap, where crimes committed on the territory of or by national of non-state parties, including alleged war crimes in Israel, Palestine, and Ukraine, fall outside the court's jurisdiction unless deferred by the UN Security Council. These limitations have led to accusations of selective justice, particularly due to the ICC's focus on African situations, although this is largely the result of structural, jurisdictional, and political realities rather than deliberate bias.
So, is the ICC a success or a failure? The answer is nuanced. As a legal institution, it has successfully codified international law and prosecuted specific individuals for heinous crimes like the use of child soldiers. But as a deterrent, it remains limited by its lack of enforcement power and the absence of major world powers. The ICC ensures that there is no statute of limitation on war crimes, meaning justice may be delayed, but it is not denied. It remains an imperfect, yet essential, tool in the fight against impunity.